Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? How are you people doing here? So here's my recap of the Brazil and the Serbia game. Brazil, they defeated Serbia again in 2022, like how they did in 2018, 4 years ago. And in my honest opinion, man, Serbia, they really didn't stand a chance today against Brazil, if I'm being honest here, because Brazil, they were really impressive today, you know. And this game right here is a great example of why Brazil, they without a doubt deserve to be World Cup contenders. Because if you think about it, Brazil, they have a crap ton of talent in front attack, you know, Neymar. They got, Vinicius Jr. today, and obviously, Brazil, they are just stacked with talent, and that's what you really have to admire about this Brazil team is that the Jogo Bonito today, man, it was in full effect. You know, Brazil, they did really well, you know, for their Jogo Bonito style of play. I think they were superb today, so honestly, Brazil, they 100% deserved to win this game, you know, a hell of a team, just great players, great chemistry, you know. They don't rely on one player to do everything for them. They just play football, you know. And I guess that's what you really have to, you know, realize here about Brazil is that they, I have a feeling they could pull it off this year. I don't know how will they do it, but something tells me Brazil are going to win the World Cup this year. I'm gonna just say it right now. I think Brazil's gonna win it. You know, I've said it, I think in one of my World Cup predictions that I think that I had Brazil winning the game. So yeah, I'm still going by and say Brazil. I think they're going to win this World Cup realistically, you know, either them or Portugal, because you know, looking at Serbia's football team performance today, Serbia, they really weren't all that impressive in this game, if I'm being honest here, you know. Defensively, for the most part, yeah, they did pretty well defensively in this game of containing Brazil's front attack, and, you know, they were basically, I feel like, parking the bus in this game. That's really what Serbia did today, you know, because their front attack today was just non-existent, you know. Mitrovic, obviously, he was nowhere to be seen today. And you know, the biggest thing that surprised me about this game was that apparently Kostic, you know, he was out with an injury, and so I guess, you know, Stojkovic felt compelled to play Milenkovic-Savic on the wing for some reason. So I don't know why he would play Milenkovic-Savic on the wing instead of playing him in central midfield. But this game made me realize here that if only Serbia still had, you know, the likes of Matic, Nemanja Vidic, you know, Ivanovic, especially Kolarov, you know, defensive leaders, then maybe Serbia could have been World Cup contenders in 2022. I know it's a ridiculous thing for me to say, because obviously Vidic, he's been retired already from the national team for the last 10 years now, and I guess that with Nemanja Vidic, he underperformed for the Serbian national team. But I guess you could say that maybe he wasn't surrounded with talent and all that. But I just feel like that for Serbia, obviously, I think they caught a really bad break of being paired up in the almost same exact group like how they did in 2018, you know, with Brazil and Switzerland. But, you know, Serbia, they did all they could, I feel like, in this game. But, I mean, really, their front attack today just absolutely nowhere to be seen, you know. Just, I thought we were going to see a fun, you know, the fun striker partnership of Vlahovic and Mitrovic, but I guess you could say I was wrong, and I know it's only game one, and maybe they still have a shot, but, you know, if you think about it, man, Serbia, their defense, first of all, yeah, defense is still a major concern, just because they really have no veteran leaders in defense, you know. And I felt like that if only they maybe still had players like Matic, Ivanovic, or even Kolarov, then maybe they could have been World Cup contenders. And obviously, the keeper for Serbia today, yeah, he had a really bad game too. He practically gifted Brazil that goal, and once that Serbian keeper gifted Brazil that goal, I knew it was over from there and going forward. So yeah, Brazil, they got the win today. And in my honest opinion today, man, you know, here's the thing about Serbia's football team. Serbia's football team doesn't have really any pacey players. And, you know, if you want to be able to go far in this World Cup, you got to have pacey players, you know, players that can, you know, present a threat to opposing defenses. And I feel like that Serbia just clearly lack pacey players. And I guess Serbia not having any fast players in their squad is a big reason why they lost this game, you know. And I just think that if Serbia were to have a chance today against Brazil, they really needed to have a leader in defense, you know, one that can be a leader like Pepe, like how Portugal do with Pepe, for example. and I guess like how I can't think of any. I guess like how also the Netherlands do with Virgil van Dijk. You know, obviously Serbia, they have nowhere near the back four, or I guess you could say the defense like how the Netherlands do, for example. And I guess that's another reason why Serbia lost today to Brazil. But besides that, you know, keeper, just really bad howler right there. And yeah, Brazil from there, they took advantage of the game. That bicycle kick right there was just absolutely superb. And Brazil, man, hey, they got the W today. So yeah, they, like I said before, man, Brazil, if they don't win the World Cup this year, it's going to be absolutely crazy, because I think that this is the best looking Brazil team. I think this Brazil team is looking way better than their 2014 squad, if I'm being honest here. And, you know, with Brazil, man, you know, hey, they are the kings of football, man, 5-time World Cup champions. And the way how they revolutionized how football is played is something you got to say, wow, now that is impressive. And another thing I want to talk about are the Serbia World Cup kits. Like, I don't know about you guys, but the Serbia World Cup kits look like absolute shit. Like, complete dog shit, if I'm being honest here. Like, I mean, the World Cup kits, like, they really screwed up on the World Cup kit designs, because I think the 2018 and the 2010 World Cup kits were certainly way better than how you compare these World Cup kits, because these World Cup kits look just like absolute garbage, if I'm being honest here. Like, that's just my opinion. I don't think the World Cup kits are all that flashy and all that. But yeah, you know, I think I pretty much said what I needed to say in this game. So yeah, you know, one of the biggest what ifs is that what if Serbia still had prime Nemanja Vidic, you know, Matic, Ivanovic, and Kolarov, all those veteran defenders. If only they still had him, then maybe they could have a chance in this game. But where it currently stands with me at the time recording this video, Serbia, really lackluster performance today, and I guess that they just caught a really bad break with the Kostic injury. And I guess that's another reason why Serbia's front attack today was really non-existent. I mean, their front attack was nowhere to be seen today, and they just were trying to get all defensive and try to play for a draw, and I guess this is the result. You know, they lost to Brazil, and I mean, hey, I hate to see this, man, but Serbia, they, if that's how they're going to play, then this is the result they're going to get, unfortunately, you know. But look, man, obviously, like I said before, they obviously don't have the talent in terms of like defense and midfield, I guess, outside of Milenkovic Savic, like how Brazil do. You know, obviously Brazil, they outperform Serbia, and I guess you could say for Serbia, it's somewhat a group of death here, because obviously, yeah, so far, I guess you could say Brazil's World Cup start has gone off to a really incredible start, while for Serbia, it's gone off to a pretty crap start. But hey, I guess this is what football is. So yeah, guys, let me know what you thought about the performances today of Brazil and Serbia in the comments section below. And I hope you people enjoyed my recap and an analysis of this game. If you guys did, please like, please comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more World Cup content coming your way.